Good afternoon, everyone. Happy lunchtime. It's time for Genshin. As you can see,
Knights
I'm
and
in front of...
aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense
No,
to do a...
bad you look. Interrupting me. As you can see, we were in front of the Spiral Abyss. So again, big thank you to Forrest. He went in this morning to do some of the Abyss so we could get some Primos. So let's claim these. And as you can see, he 9-starred, at least for 9 and 10 with our characters, which, I'm not disappointed. Like, I'm glad they can easily, I'm not gonna say easily, because I actually didn't watch them do that, but, they can actually do some good over here. Floor 11 is a bit of a challenge, but this is where we start seeing the red levels, that they're highly dangerous, way higher than we are for the level 80 cap that we are. So it's going to cause a struggle, but he did manage some 3-stars over here. So at the very least, we do have 50 primos here, and then we can gather our 150. And not only that, this morning was the special program, and we can redeem our primos from that as well. So in total right now, let's go over to the shop. We have 700 primos right here, and we would get another... what? 6? No, it's more than that, right? 60? Is it 60? I haven't been paying attention. From our daily commissions. But right here, we got another 4 wishes, but I do believe that should put us at a 10 pole. Nope, that puts us at 7. Really? Really? I thought we had more than that. Well, we do have the events. We at least have 8. I am very tempted to do the single pulse. Not gonna lie. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Yeah, I thought I had way more than that. But yeah, we'll do our daily commissions. The other thing while he was on this morning, that's my battle pass. um he actually condensed some of our resin so we weren't going to be hard capped. So we actually have a few runs left of by left I mean more to do for Ooh, mini tacos. Thank you, honey. So we actually can do a couple extra runs of the emblem domain. Didn't quite do any more with Lynette yesterday. But to recap, she is level 80. She has a weapon at level 80, and we are currently working on her artifacts, so at least level 16. Doing all right. Doing all right. So the only thing left she needs are her flower and her hat. And then she will be all set for a little bit, and we will move on to getting some much needed resources because we are going to, although our Mora situation actually got a little bit better from doing the Abyss, as well as, yeah, we're back over 2 mil now. So our Mora situation isn't too bad. Book situation, okay, at best. I mean, this is always going to be a problem. Do 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 do. Where is the ban button? Ban the bot. Do do do. Ban the bot. Seriously, I don't know what's with the bots lately, but I've had one every day this week. So yeah, the book situation is always going to be what it is until we really narrow down our characters and just be able to just build. And with the special program this morning, it was confirmed that 4.7 Phase 1 is going to have Clarand and Alhaitham, and Phase 2 is Siegeween and Farina. So yes, I will be still going for Baiju, because we are close to our 5-star and hit 50-50, win or lose. If we win, awesome, because he will help out Farina. If we lose the 50-50, again, I really want certain characters on the standard banner, like Mona specifically. But at that point, we were guaranteed. So after the 5-star on this banner, I will be saving the pulls for Farina because she will be a major, major help on this account. That said, once the monthly shop stuff resets, we will have we should have like a 10 pull or something for the standard. Let me double check that. Yeah, we would definitely have one for the standard because we're at 7-7 on both. Look at that. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough star glitter to get Kaya's constellation out of the shop next month, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll see. But also, inventory. This is why I went in here. Oh, we got this thing too. I'm going to bring out Barbara to do that. Let's see. Now, our 4-stars don't really matter, but we'll see what our 5-stars are. Berserker. Exile. Instructors. Okay, that's at least one of the new sets. That's the Burning set. Or Burgeon set. Defense! Woo! ER. Okay. Not the greatest ER piece, but a 4-star ER piece nonetheless that you can use as an offset. So we're just going to lock that just in case. And now for our 5-stars. That is a crappy EM piece. Womp womp. And then we got a feather. Crappy feather. Let's go. Where were you on my main? Like, granted, I haven't checked the stats on this one yet, but this is the set for Arlecchino. And potentially Clorand. Clorand. I've been farming this thing. I keep getting the burning set. Oops, I didn't check it. I hit the wrong button. Let's see. No, I know what set you want. What's this one? Cryo. That is a janky cryo goblet. Those will all get thrown into the artifact exchange. Well, okay then. Alright, so, just checking. Yeah, the Abyss did not count towards this, so we are going to go over here and just 50. Gonna go over here, and we're just gonna try it for silver. We're not going for broke or anything over here. I honestly did not like the I did this one earlier on my main, the Primo Geo Bishop. And I don't like its gimmick. I don't like the fact that it's you need a shield. No, granted, I have a shield. For this one, I have a shield. I do have Diona. But with Zhongli, you can just kind of set it and forget it because of how strong his shield is. So, but even still, I only managed 1 star on gold. Now, that might be because I didn't do, you know, all the things, but I'm like, you know what? I just want the primos. I don't care. Start. Again, we're just gonna go for. That's right. We gotta go down. I am going to assume I probably should pop the shield first.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain Cutter. Look at you, Boomtown. Vengeance will be mine.
I
Rack and
hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
One with nature.
Oh, I just realized the problem with this.
The birds call.
Let me weave you a verb.
Into the wind.
Shut it! Eye for an eye.
The wind knows me.
Know my sword. Ring cutter. Crush.
There we go. We got our silver. We got our primos. We're all good. I just realized the problem with it, that it was hydro and cryo, and I mainly cryo, and I have hydro. I honestly should have gone with the blunder. That's funny. Yeah. All right, got our 90 primos from that. All good. I'll try to do something maybe later to try to get at least some of the Mora, but it's not necessarily important right now. So by doing that, that puts us at what? 2? 3. So we only need to do 1 of our daily commissions. Oh, there's the good sign. That's an easy one. Why don't we do that? I don't think I've gotten the achievement yet on this account for finding all the signs.
More speed.
Okay. Controller, stop. Stop, stop, stop. I think my controller has fallen on the floor one too many times. Because for some reason, as you saw, my camera was just like starting to drift, and I wasn't even hitting the stick. Which is fine. You know, it happens. I do have my other controller from my PS4, so I can use that. And it's actually right next to me too, so I can just swap them out if I have
Who's
to.
that skulking around?
Oh, it's the
More
birds.
speed.
It's the burbs. So after we do our daily commissions, I will be doing the emblem domain, so we can actually check to see how far we can get Lynette's stuff, as well as seeing if we can get anything for Xingqiu and Zhengling primarily. And then we will do our second date effectively with the Raiden Shogun.
Do tell the cleverest jokes.
Where is No, it's the leaves. Okay. I know I've gotten the leaves already. I think the only one I might not have gotten is the shopkeeper. But also, anyway, when it's saying stop, and there goes the kid. Oh, this is bad. Why are you doing that? Unamas. Trying to see if there's anything very obvious about the controller that might be making it do that. But at around 1:30-ish, I'll start doing our artifact route. And then I might over the weekend I might try to reset it to a little bit earlier. 1:30 is not too bad though. Because again, our route got a little bit scuffed, and I'm not sure how. Well, no, I do know how. It was the fact that I saw things respawn. That bird never saw it coming.
More speed.
That I saw some orb respawn when it shouldn't have. It should have been on I believe, the 3-day respawn timer, and it was like the next day, so I was like, why is this here? So I obviously went after the resource, and it just messed up the timing. So that's great. You know, it is what it is. But we just want to make sure we get all that fodder, because it is, you know, a resource we have that we don't need to use resin on. So if I get to the point where I need to farm talons, or I need to farm stuff for weapons, I can still do so, or even ley lines. And still have fodder to level the artifact up a little bit to up our stats. Alright, there we go. And we collect this. And we go this way to talk to Catherine.
Add Astra at.
Add extra applesauce.
Thank you for completing today's.
And it's still going. I want to point out I'm not touching anything, and it's like chugging to the left. And you can hear the chop suey line from here, really.
Astra Abyssosk.
I don't know if this is going to disconnect my PlayStation, so I will do this on the safe side. Give me a second. I'm going to change the controllers and just see if it's the controller doing it or if it's like the wire or the port or something. So I'm going to be... It doesn't look like it disconnected. All right, let's... Okay. Okay. Did this give me enough to quit? It did. That puts us at 8. Okay. All right, let's go test our luck over at the domain. First and foremost, let's go get our reputation. That's more than likely finished for finishing Xavier's questline. Stop doing that. Can we get a key? Not yet.
More speed.
Hi, honey. How you doing? Quests. Woo, 10 out of 45. Making progress here. What's the next thing here? Furnishing? Yeah, it says furnishing. We want that. I mean, I'll take that too, but I know I'm missing a ton. You enjoying your day off, hon? Honestly, that is kind of a drift too, because she started walking and I didn't even touch the stick.
There are still documents.
I wonder if there's a sensitivity right now with my computer. I'm not sure. But this is acting a little bit better than the other controller, which just kept rotating my camera.
Quick, under the umbrella.
Yes, vengeance will be yours. Alright. Blender. Okay, nobody's... I was like, I had to stop and think. I was like, nobody was dead, right? Oh, nobody was dead, but there's a... Woo!
This moment will be frozen like fallen leaves.
There's
Adorn
a
my
lag!
night into the wind.
Think you can bully me?
Freeze. The wind
being a little weird. Oh, and Zhangling's dead. How did she die? I want to heal her. Let me heal her.
Freeze.
This is bad. Oh my god, what's going on? Let me get out of that.
What's the hurt?
Shake it and stir.
What?
Cool it. Into the wind. Oh, so sorry.
As one with wind and cloud.
Alright, my pepper was in the air. I'm not changing characters for some reason.
Look at you. You're toast.
Yeah, I don't care about the burst right now.
Freeze.
I don't know what's going on. We'll use a condensed, and then we'll use our normal resin. Not a great attack one. Again, we're looking for like an onset hydro for Xingqiu, so he could use a different sands or onset sands.
Scratch. Let's go. Diana special.
Into the wind.
Booba, get them.
Clouds high. The birds call.
The wind knows me.
Eat this. Think you can bully me?
Dodge this.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Nice and spicy. Look at you, Boozle.
This moment will be frozen.
One with nature. Time to...
Shake it and stir. Booba, get them.
Cool it.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds come.
Dodge this.
Think you can bully me?
Why are you not changing characters? What is this lag? Okay, as long as you're not rotating the camera, fine, but messed up. No Shimanoas. That's a terrible HP one. Oh my god. Alright, let's get the bad luck out of the way. Come on. Shake it off. Shake it off.
Scratch. You're toast. Nice and spicy. Can't handle your drink.
Oh, so sorry.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Booba, get them.
Really?
This moment will be frozen.
Oh, Kaya, I love
the
you.
wind knows me.
Diana special. Out of the frying pan into the fire.
What the heck? I'm almost wondering if I need to restart my PlayStation. Whoa, 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 what are you doing?
Freeze.
Why? Okay, so I haven't seen this for a long time, where it just feels like the game is speeding up. Because I used to have this happen on Final Fantasy all the time. Now I'm starting to understand why.
Dodge this.
Alright, I might have to restart the PlayStation. Ow.
The wind knows me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Alright, let me get out of here for a sec. bad HP one if you scale off of HP for DPS. Alright, let me leave the domain. I will be right back. I am going to restart my PlayStation and see if that helps. Okay. I just went and healed Kazuha. I can move. And that drifted. I'm not sure what's going on. Try it again.
Shaken and stirred.
One with nature.
Oh, so sorry.
Look at you, food pan at the frying pan. It's me.
Clouds high. The birds come.
The wind knows me.
That hurts.
Seriously? Why are you being such a pain in the butt?
Cool it.
Nice and spicy.
One with nature.
Wait, there we go.
Shaken and stirred. Eat this. Booba, get them. Diana special.
Don't get frostbite.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
No, I am still getting that really bad lag.
Scratch. At the frying pan. Into the fire.
One with nature.
Hydro. Attack. Why would you get my hopes up?
Think you can bully me? Can't handle your drink.
This moment will be frozen.
You're toast! Nice and spicy.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Scratch.
One with nature.
Don't get frostbite.
Go. Oh my gosh.
Look at you, Boozhound.
Oh.
Out the frying pan,
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
on the rock.
I wanted Jangling.
Eat this.
One with nature.
Freeze.
Pyronado. Hydro. Dendro. Okay, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that one. We'll keep that one.
I'm here. Shake and stir.
Come on.
The wind knows me.
Diana special.
Oh, so sorry.
Booba, hit them.
One with nature. One with wind and cloud.
Cool it.
Nice and spicy.
Into the wind.
Hey, yeah. Look at you, Boozhound.
This moment will be frozen.
The wind knows me.
Think you can bully me?
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Oh,
night.
this is so choppy.
Into the wind.
Dodge this.
Oh, 10 seconds. Oh, my God.
Time to go.
Freeze.
Scratch. Out the frying pan,
The wind knows me.
Cool it. Freeze.
Hydro. Electro. Not terrible. Not terrible. Maybe I should say an element I don't want next time.
I'm shaking and stirring.
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
Oh my God, game. Change characters.
Get them. Diana special.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Freeze.
Out the frying pan, into the fire.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry.
Hey, yeah. Can't handle your drink. Scratched you.
Into the wind.
Freeze.
The wind knows it.
What's the hurry?
Oh no, Shimonowels. Not terrific. What more? one more. Diana.
This will be frozen.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Look at you, Boozle. Eat this!
The wind knows me.
These characters game.
Think you can bully me? Nice and spicy.
Get frostbite.
Shake it and stir. Can't have in your drink.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Race Nova, get them! Hey, yeah!
To push your luck.
One with nature.
Scratch!
Cool it.
Into the wind.
Cool. And ship novels. See, it caught on. I was gonna say an element that I didn't want, and it's like, no, we're not gonna give her that. Let's flip the teams. Learn that. Alright, let's start with the fodder we got from here with your flower. Flower is what we were doing. We were doing the headpiece last. Alright. Okay. And no more consumables. So at the very least, when we do the artifact run later, we can get this to level 12. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that we got, we're probably just going to throw into the exchange. This one's not bad. That's actually not that bad. But we definitely want ER on Xingqiu and Zhengling. Alright. Now. Let's start part 2 for the Raiden Shogun. Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that the Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right? Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
That's not fair. I'm eating a taco. Of course. That's what we're here for. Is what I should say as a protagonist.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred Sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers. Rift Towns? On Narukami Island? Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
I believe I understand.
Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed. Is the Tenryu Commission aware? Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, Given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryou Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
I'll send these pooches back.
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Alright, where are we going? I would assume it'd be best to jump down from the shrine. And by shrine, I mean this. That's a domain. Yes, it is. I never opened this.
Shudder! Rain outlines your fate.
The wind knows me.
Beg for mercy. Yeah. Eye for an eye. This body belongs to ice and snow. What do we have here?
More fodder.
They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Huh?
One with nature.
Shudder! Yeah. Ring cutter.
Shaken and stirred! Look at you, Boozle!
Rack and ruin. Huh?
How dare you?
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Thank God we had a cheerleader.
Torn to oblivion.
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
That was yesterday.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
What are you doing here?
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
But the commissions and inventors can handle what? Inventors can deal with the monsters.
If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura. It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
500 years ago. Conria.
So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Let's go.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it?
Yeah, we need more
Oh,
5
yeah.
stars.
After we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria. This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
So do I just need to... Okay, yeah. I just need to follow it. Yes, I saw it. I saw it, game. You didn't need to do that. Well, it went up. Now, okay. See, that time swinging the camera would have made sense. We did it. We
We are
followed the
lucky.
paint.
The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out. Is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this?
Is someone injured?
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey. But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
What exactly happened?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left! The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's The Shogun? You're back! Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Is he disappearing?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels so sad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in land. The sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity.
I think there might be something wrong with my internet connection, if I'm being honest. This is getting very jumpy.
An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
I see.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
He mentioned that the Shogun was absent.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in
no.
Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey,
Is this the loss that Yamiko mentioned?
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
So you're no longer stuck in the past?
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
That's what being human is about.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on, let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Let's investigate my internet speed for a second. So I'm gonna just leave it on the pause screen, and we're gonna bring this up on the second monitor here. Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah, our internet is getting kind of screwy. So, on average, when I do download speed, it's supposed to be at around anywhere between 80 and 90. I believe we're supposed to be getting like 120 or something like that. We're at 62. And upload should be around 20, and it's at 13. So our internet is a little bit jumpy, and that's why I'm having issues. Lovely. Also, fun fact, on the second monitor, I can't bring up the calendar. I was gonna check something, and I can't. Okay. So I will continue on with the story for a little bit. If it gets too bad, I'll try to get to the point where the actual instanced fight is, and you know, to be continued there. Um, and I'll have to do the artifact route later. Again, this is actually getting kind of bad, and you saw the struggles I was having inside the domain because I have no idea how Jacqueline died. All right.
As expected, there are a load of rift hounds here too.
Why do I only have the
Leave
Shogun?
them to me. Inazuma shines eternal!
Did I get the
Something
petals?
seems wrong with A.
Are you feeling okay?
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go! No?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Is it the same situation as before?
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
Go along with what he says.
Yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and most people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
How come you're not panicking?
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories, I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
That doesn't sound like A at all.
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the Almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly fuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of Biff, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious. What a fool I'm making of myself.
You know where to find a tea set.
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Xingqiu, why'd you take so much damage? I don't remember you getting clobbered that much. Especially since we were playing the Shogun. This was where we were fighting the wolves, right? Wasn't there a thing of sakura petals here? I see. Can I hit these? Nope, I did this puzzle. I just never lit that. Because Electro. Alright, let's go to the Kamisato estate.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that the tea master used to serve?
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed, we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Dreams. Or in other words, ambitions.
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow, there sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
Seems more in line with how humans view the world.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
She says as a long pause happens.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Wouldn't put it past him.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Cheer up, Paimon.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
Can you
I've
boil
watched
water?
Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
You don't need to. I understand.
You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening...
Makoto had already...
Yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
Weird.
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it, and yet its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Simply put, Makoto's power somehow made the tree appear.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
I know the pain of separation too.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person,
Have you seen my sister before?
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
You say that, but I don't know where the thing is. Elemental Sight, help me out. Uh, wait, I see something, I see something. Camera, stop doing that. I mean, that was the game doing it, but... Yes, I see game. Now you're gonna tell me go up? Okay, you're gonna let me do it on my own. That's nice. Kazuha?
Into the wind. One with nature.
Oh, wait. It's pretty ballsy of me to do that when I'm having connection issues. Ow, it's this spot. Now, are you gonna give me the Shogun, or...?
Once again, please leave them to me.
But I want to fight too!
Hey, are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best. Illusion shattered! Ha! Shine down!
I can't see!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Shine down! Transcend all constraints. Torn to oblivion!
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
You don't look too good.
My apologies.
See, she's suffering
Don't
from lag.
worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters. Look, that's the same light again.
Who we got this time?
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men! They're coming back for more! Let's get them!
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope.
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Oh, we're having issues.
Into the wind.
Freeze to the core. Shudder. Beg for mercy.
Thank you, Eula.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Great. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the Almighty Shogun.
Oh. Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
Is that a promise to them?
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust.
Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her.
It was yesterday.
Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Hey,
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it. It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought.
we should get you back to the city.
No need. She is calling me. The time has come. Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Alright, so given the internet issues, we are going to call to be continued on the Archon, not Archon quest, on Raiden Shogun's quest right there. We will go do the artifact route. I should be able to survive just fine. So we can get our extra stuff for Lynette. Yoink. And then we'll do some single pulls. Again, we are at soft pity right now, so in theory, in these pulls, we might be able to see the 5-star. And with any luck, we'll see it within the first couple. And like I said, win or lose, it doesn't matter. If we lose, we're guaranteed Farina. And we'll oh, I missed.
More speed.
We'll be guaranteed Farina and start saving up our wishes for her. And then on Monday, I know some people probably be doing a Memorial Day barbecue, which I hope you all enjoy, but I will be back, hopefully with the internet not being stupid, where we will finish Raiden Shogun storyline, and we'll do our weekly stuff, so our weekly bosses, and commissions, bounties, which I think I would have to double check, but I think we might be able to finish Mondstadt's reputation, which will be really cool. Love. And I had mentioned yesterday when I had logged off because you know, stuff was overheating because I could definitely feel it. So no joke, my PlayStation was running pretty warm to the point where I could actually feel the heat on my hand. So I was glad I was able to turn it off when I did. But I did quickly install a new game I had gotten called, I think I'm gonna probably pronounce it wrong. It's like Hoko Life or Hoko Life. Basically, it's an Animal Crossing clone. And I was like, I mean, I love Animal Crossing. I just hate, we're gonna mention overheating again, that my Switch overheats because I have a Switch Lite. And this thing overheats within like an hour of me using it. And I can literally sit there for hours playing Animal Crossing because I love the decorating aspect, especially with New Horizons, because you can do all the stuff outside. You have the stuff from Happy Home Paradise, which, you know, unlocking all that stuff was awesome. As I love my rooms, and I'll dig out the pictures to show those on stream. But I was kind of wondering if I should maybe stream a little bit of Huckle Life, especially next week, because for Genshin, yeah, I do have story quests I can do and whatnot, but because we're doing like ley lines and stuff, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just do a little Genshin, and then, you know, we'll flip games or something. I thought that could be kind of fun. But I'll mull it over a little bit more.
Crush. Did I scare you?
Okay, not charging you, love. That's right. And now we have these ones back. So now the timings for all that stuff is messed up because I went after the ones that respawned randomly yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before.
More speed.
Yes, we don't want to incur the wrath of the other one because you'll freeze us because I was running through the water. Yeah, I thought the Animal Crossing clone could actually be pretty fun, a little relaxing. Because sometimes you just like cozy games like that. But what was funny is when I mentioned it to my husband, like, yeah, I really want to see if there's something like that on the PlayStation. Just because, one, I could stream it. And two, just for something different to play. And we started looking stuff up, and this one article that was like 10 best Animal Crossing clones or something like that. And one of the games was Don't Starve. And it's like, this is kind of like Animal Crossing. I was like, no, it's not. Can't remember what the other one was, but I texted my brother and I was like, hey, you'd be the one in the know. is there anything that's like Animal Crossing available on the PlayStation? And he mentioned, I can't remember the name of the game off the top of my head at the moment,
More speed.
but it was one he had played, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of, it's the cozy game vibe, but it's not the, hey, you have a house, go ahead and decorate it and just do mundane things around the village or whatever. Oh, Stardew was the other one it mentioned. Like, right off the bat, it was Stardew. And I was like, well, yeah, it's a cozy game, it's a farm sim, it's like Harvest Moon, but it's not like Animal Crossing. And I'm not even talking about, like, having it be... And the funny thing is, Huckle Life is like Animal Crossing, where the villagers are animals. Like, they could have been humanoid, for all I cared. I just wanted the gameplay to be similar to Animal Crossing, where it's like, okay, here's your house, go ahead and decorate it, you know, do little things around the house. Honestly, what I saw from reviews and trailers,
Another test subject.
I was not in the right spot.
Time to go. Rain outlines your fate. Beg for mercy.
Yeah, what I saw in, like, the trailers and stuff was that it reminded me of City Folk. Which, you know, I actually genuinely like City Folk.
Crush. The winds rose.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that lag here.
Shudder.
Mine. It's mine now. Yeah, I was very happy to see, like, that it gave me a City Folk vibe. Because for what I did play of City Folk, I enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't enjoy was the Wiimote, if I am being perfectly honest. Because playing Animal Crossing on the Wiimote was kind of awkward. Not gonna lie. But one of the things I did see in terms of, because like, yeah, you can craft furniture. I was like, okay, that's a little bit like New Horizons to a degree, but it seems like it's a little bit more detailed than that. So I'm looking forward to actually trying it out. But I'll see how I feel next week. We gotta make sure that the internet is not being so jumpy. But on a cozy game, it might be fine. You know what I mean? Like, there's no inherent danger versus me being like, oh, I'm in combat. How the heck did John Ling die? Yeah, I think the internet might have been what was being the drifty of the controller, because she's drifting. I'm not gonna lie. She's actually drifting a little bit. Like, she feels very slidey. Now, the camera not rotating makes me think that the controller is still a little bit of the problem. So I'll have to do some testing off stream with either this account or my main. Try just playing right on the PC, because it could be the internet connection to the, like, doing the remote play. It could be just that connection and that's what's causing it. Or it could be, you know, Genshin being kind of screwy itself. Or it's you and me sharing one brain cell. Deja vu. Welcome back.
Beg for mercy. No, my sword.
Well met.
One with nature.
Think you can bully me?
Shudder.
Back here. You and your jumpies. Again, don't care if my world level is lower. It's always fun to kill them that quickly. One of the funniest things, I'll never forget this, was Forrest actually, you know, going on my main at one point to play around with some characters that he didn't have at the time. And I had built Nouvellette. He wasn't as built as he is now, but you know, I had New Roulette and whatever. So he's like, okay, I'm going to play your team. And he was just out on the field and he did New Roulette's skill, expecting to, you know, do the skill and then absorb the bubbles and do the Super Soaker thing. And you just hear the silence or settle down, whatever quote he did. And then he's just like, they're dead. They're all dead. And it was a similar situation to like Eula at this point. Because I didn't up the world level because I was leveling the characters and stuff like that to make sure I was prepared for the increase in HP and damage that they would deal. But it was hilarious. Reminded me back in our 11 days, I was I can't remember what job I was leveling. I think it was thief. And I was just leveling using hand to hand. Yeah, it was thief because I was using hand to hand instead of a dagger because I had leveled monk prior, so I already had skills for it. And I was just going along, and my brother-in-law was like watching me level. He's like, "What happened to 6?" Because I went from like 5 to like 7 or 8. I think I went to 7 because that's why he said, "What happened to 6?" Those were fun times. I'm looking forward to the nostalgia bomb that is going to be the 24 man and Dawn Trail. I did pre-order Dawn Trail, so I am good to go for when that drops. And as I mentioned before, I will be doing the MSQ. I tend to do the MSQ first because I tend to go on my main job, which is Bard. I might go healer depending on how the changes feel. So I'm on the lookout for anything from the media tour when they're allowed to release that information on how the jobs feel and how they play, what changes were made. Especially for Astrologian. Honestly, just from looking at the job action trailer for that, it reminds me a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit closer to what it used to be back in Stormblood. And that was the best iteration of Astrologian. Yeah, it had a high skill ceiling, but if you could do it, it was so much fun. I miss Astro being the hybrid healer that it was. I understand why they changed it, but I miss having the hybrid healer. Oh, lag. Please don't kill me. Good job, Kazuha. Can always count on you. The freaking meetings. I'll be in DPS. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I remember you trying to be a tank just because, you know, you could run in and be like, yeah, and whatnot. But yeah, you seem to have way more fun with the game as a DPS. Are you staying Reaper or are you going to go Viper? Don't follow that.
Time to go.
Oh, we need to go hit the teapot too. I don't necessarily have to do that on stream, but we do need to hit the teapot. Giving Viper that side eye. I mean, I'll try Viper. Like, I tried Reaper, and I really enjoy Reaper. Despite not being a fan of Melee. Because honestly, it saddens me that I don't like Melee that much, because I love Dragoon. Like, it is always going to be my favorite job in Final Fantasy.
The wrong test subject.
Wakey, wakey! Should buy the 80 in gear, meow. Ah, true. Very true. Okay, just making sure did I pick up everything? Yeah, this lag is actually making me second guess everything I'm doing. Yeah, they would start at 80 because it's
More speed.
20 levels below what the next cap would be.
More speed.
I still need to go and finish my white mage weapon and hopefully get some other gear and upgrade the rest of Bard. We're close to being almost just a month out of early access, which is when I will be streaming. So what I think I'll do is start with Genshin, do the dailies, just so we can make progress. So if we have the polls, or if we're close to like the end of a banner or something like that, we can get those in there. And then flip right into the early access. I will try out Pictomancer as well. I was super stoked when that was announced that was what the teaser was. Because my favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy VI. So, you know, having the actual job of Pictomancer made me so happy. Will I like playing it? I don't know. Like, even if it's a complex job that I have skill issue with, I'm just glad it's in the game. Unlike Blue Mage. Blue Mage just makes me sad. Well, why does Blue Mage make you sad? Blue Mage is a fantastic job in Final Fantasy. If you played FF11 and you played Blue Mage, you will understand why I'm sad. It is nothing but a freaking joke in 14. Yep. Boars are just gonna take me out. That everything. Potato! Yay! Anything up here? Nope. No world quest. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. And as always, we'll just double check. This should be the end of it, because this is the run I typically did on my main, except for one spot. So let's go back to Fontaine, and we'll just check to see if they're there. If they're there, awesome. If not, then the run is done. Kitty, do you have anything for me? Kitty. You do not. You have a good day. All right. Just so we don't forget, we'll go over here first.
Would you care to sit down?
Trust rank. And we'll make sure to buy stuff out of the teapot this time. I forgot to do it last week. I don't even know how I did that. Tomorrow? Sunday. Hello, doggo. Bark, bark. Alright, I just wanted to check our friendships. Level 9, not too bad. Level 8. Level 10, we know that. We've used her in every single party practically, and she's been claiming the rewards every day, whether it be for the bosses, the domains, everything. She's not even in the teapot, so that made sense that she's level 10. Only level 7. Okay. Okay,
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage.
About halfway.
But the
So
knights have
Kaya's
enough
almost
sense
done.
to do away with all the
Almost level 9.
detail.
And the rest of these should be about, I was gonna say 1, but she's 4 because we had her near the start. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. You ruined it, Goro. Yeah, the rest of these guys should be level 1. Okay. So friendship is good. We're gonna remove ourselves because they won't shut up otherwise. Okay, yeah, we'll just go to Mondstadt. We'll go talk to Wagner. Wagner! I didn't realize I made ore. And we collect all. Yeah. 32. We want to build those up to in case we need anything from here. And how many do we have? 1,400. Me not doing it for like a couple days will be fine. Because again, Material Mondays will be a thing. Just to make sure we grab the ore and whatever else we need.
Vision Hunt Decree.
Well, the Vision Hunt Decree no longer exists, so I don't know why you're still talking about it. I'm kind of surprised you don't talk about Sumeru's god. Let's see. We are at level 6. So we'll have, what, these are all worth 40 apiece? So 120. So 420. Yeah, we'll hit level 7 at the very least. So no, we're not going to finish Mondstadt next week. But we'll hit rank 7. So that's cool. So we're almost done with Mondstadt's reputation. Good to know. 98 exploration. Nice. All right. I know it's not a 10 pull. It's not the same. But let's use the wishes we do have. So this will put us at, where are we at, 75? So this will put us at 82 pity. We could potentially see a 5-star, which is what I'm hoping for. If we get it early in the polls, that means we can hold everything else towards Farina. At best, I hope for Bido. Because I want to see one. Alright, which one? Nothing. Which 2? Oh, there's our 5-star. It's Baiju!
Hello, I am Baiju, a practitioner of medicine at Boo Boo Pharmacy. So, are you experiencing any discomfort? If so, where? And how many days have the symptoms persisted? You don't require medical attention? Oh, so you came to see me? Ah, then I'm sorry. I'm afraid I must ask you to wait. I'd like to see the other patients first before discussing things any further.
Heck yeah! Alright, so that's the second 50-50 win, because we won 50-50 on Kazuha. So, that is amazing. Unfortunately, we are on 50-50 for Farina. The hope here is that we'll have enough wishes going forward to lose the 50-50 and still get her. So this is a big win, because not only do we have a Catalyst Dendro unit, so that'll make Sumeru way easier to explore, we have a really, really solid healer. And he has multiple, and I mean multiple, artifacts that he can use. I think I probably would use him on Noblesse, which is fine, because we're going to be farming that for Charlotte and Bennett and even Diona. So, guess what? He can share that with Bennett and Diona. He would want the same stuff. So, all awesome. I am ecstatic right now. So we still have 6 wishes saved up. We still have 11 days on the banner. So that is, you know, what I can get from my dailies, the events. Awesome. And then we're going to have the reset. So we'll have those wishes going into the stock as well. So, huzzah! And with that, we are going to end stream. Let's show Baiju. There he is. With Chung Chung. He's so cool. And we have his weapon right here. So we're still gonna have to put the ley lines first, because we're gonna need the stuff to level everything. But we'll do Charlotte, of course, but I think Baiju's going to maybe just kind of skip the line a little bit. Because again, I love this character. I love his healing. He is so good. And in real life, I'm terrified of snakes, but Chung Chung is amazing. I love that snake. But with that, everyone, have a happy, wonderful, long weekend. If you do have Memorial Day off, enjoy your time. Maybe some good barbecue and some good company. I know we have a gathering on Sunday for that. But if you guys want to, and you're not busy, stop by on Monday for Material Monday and some more Genshin. And until then, take care.